foster child feels. Have you ever thought about fostering or being a foster parent? Well, I have, and I have been doing research on what it's like to be a foster parent. I have always wanted to foster ever since I was a child, and so for years I've been looking at different websites and books and articles on how to foster children for when I do become a foster parent. I have been working with a group called CASA that deals with children in foster homes since October of 2014 so that I can get more of a hands-on experience. Today I'm going to tell you about what a foster parent is, what it means to be a foster parent, and how to be a great foster parent.
Use the,
there we go. Okay. First, what is a foster parent? I got this off of Web Dictionary. I didn't cite it or anything. A foster parent is a person who acts as a parent and a guardian for a child in place of the child's natural parents, but without legally adopting the child. The purpose of being a foster parent is to give a child a loving and safe environment when they feel, or where they feel wanted, and they have the necessities that they haven't been able to get before their living conditions. Oh, because of their living conditions, sorry, I'm stumbling over myself. According to the science blog, Casa Urban's book, The Reality of Being a Foster Parent Isn't What You May Think. People feel like being a foster parent makes them a saint. Yes, it's good, but you are helping a child, but no one is better than the next person. So comparing their life with what they have with you versus what they had with their parents isn't something you would want to do. Or children should act, like grateful and everything. You're giving them a really good life. They should be grateful. Well, you have to keep in mind they're grateful, but to the point they miss their family. They want to go home. They don't want to be where they're at. They're in a new environment. They're scared. They're eating different food, different clothing. So you have to keep all that in mind when you're a foster parent. And you also have to remember that a foster child is not a fake child. You can't just give the child away because of bad behavior or because you can't handle it. You're not a babysitter. You're there to take care of them and give them what they need. This brings me to my second point. What does it mean to be a foster parent? Interviewing my boss from CASA, who was a foster parent for 17 years, she gave me this information. Being a foster parent is a lot more than just giving a child a home. You have behavior problems. Most children in foster care have extreme behavior problems, anywhere from stealing food, hoarding food, lying, stealing items from not only your home, but when you go shopping, like Walmart, Kroger, or clothes shopping. They are very sneaky and sly with what they do, but they still need love and understanding. They all need to feel love, and you have to constantly remind yourself of their situation, and you have to treat them as if they were your own. You might get frustrated, and you might want to, shake them and lock them up in a room, lock your refrigerator and stuff like that, but you can't. They all have their problems, they have their issues, they're there for a reason, and you have to keep that in mind. They're children that came from a very bad place, and they're in your home because they need something good. You also have to keep in mind that some of these children were extremely abused, either physically, emotionally, sexually, or some even went without food, or they lived on the streets, or they had parents who were druggies, and so they had to take care of their brothers and sisters. A case that I'm working on, I have a 7-year-old child. There's 7 kids and he's 10, who thinks that he's responsible for all of his brothers and sisters because his parents were drug addicts. And that's a lot on that child. And the foster home he's in right now, he acts out, he is kicked out of daycare, he's been kicked out of school. He's dealing with a lot, emotionally because of the situation he's in. And you have to just keep in mind that he's been through a lot. You have to be patient. You have to treat them like they were your child. Now, for the most important part of being a foster parent is being a good foster parent. Being a good foster parent is hard, but in the end, it is what the child needs the most. According to the NACAC Adopt article and my personal experience from working with CASA, there are many ways you can be a good foster parent, but one important way is helping them deal with their problems. You can create a treasure box, allowing them to keep little things that remind them of home, such as letters from their parents, photos, toys, or anything meaningful to them. Let them know it's okay to be upset and angry about their situation, and try to be thoughtful when it comes to triggers that sets them off, such as birthdays or maybe a place you go, or even a simple touch like a hug or a pat on their back. Even moving your body a certain way, like raising your arm quickly or raising your voice. The very most important thing is showing them the love that they need and deserve. Treat them like they are your children. Love them. Take them out. Do what you would do as if they were your children. Don't treat them less. So in conclusion, today I taught you about being a foster parent. What you learned was what a foster parent is, the meaning of being a foster parent, and how to be a good foster parent. Without foster parents, these children would be alone, afraid, and abandoned.